So hello, today we are going to discuss the second problem of our DSA sheet, and the problem is find the maximum and minimum element in the array. So let's see what the problem statement is. Maximum and minimum of an array using minimum number of comparisons. So what we have to do is basically we have to write a function to return the minimum and maximum in an array. Your program should make the minimum number of comparisons. So let's see the input. So in the input we have an array 5421, and the maximum of all these elements is 5 and the minimum of all of them is 1. So basically you have to write a code for this. So first of all I'm going to explain the logic behind this, and then we'll be do the coding part. So suppose we have an array like 5 4 2 1. So what we do in the first step is we take the first two elements and we'll find the maximum of both of them. So suppose in this case, out of 5 and 4, the maximum is 5, so we'll assign a maximum variable to 5, and in a minimum variable we'll assign value 4. So now what we'll be doing the next step, we'll do the looping from I equals to 2. So the next element that we have over here is 2. Now we'll compare 2 with both of these elements. So we'll compare whether the 2 is greater than the max element, so that is whether the 2 is greater than 5. So this is wrong. Then we'll compare whether the 2 is less than 4. So in this case it is true, so we'll assign minimum to the value 2, and then we'll increment our I. So now the next element that we have to compare is 1. So in this case we'll be comparing 1 with 5, because our max value is 5 right now. So 1 is greater than 5 is not true, so we'll now check it with the minimum value. 1 is less than 2, yes, in this case 1 is less than 2 is true, so we'll assign minimum to 1. So in this case finally we'll be left with max value as 5 and minimum value as 1. In this way we can find the maximum and minimum value. Now let's see how to code this problem. So first of all, what is given in the problem statement is the first line of input should contain an integer denoting the number of test cases. The description of the t test cases follows. The first line of each test case should contain an integer n and the size of array. So let's code this thing. So first of all we'll take int t, which is for test cases. We'll input this t while t minus minus for all the test cases that we will see. So now int n for the number of elements in the array, scene n. We'll declare an array of size n, and then we'll declare two variables, that is max and min. So this is the declaration part. Now we'll write a for loop for taking array as input. So up to here we have taken the array as input. Now we'll check our base condition, that is if there is only one element in the array, that is n is equals to 1, then what we'll be doing is we'll assign max so if we have only one element, then we'll assign max and minimum to that element only, or else if the size of our array is greater than that, then in that case first of all we'll check that out of the first two elements which one is greater. So for that we'll be doing array 0 is greater than array 1. Basically this will tell us whether out of the first two elements which one is greater. If out of both of them, if the first one is greater, then we'll assign max to array 0 and min to array element number 1. Or else if the condition is the opposite, that is, in that case we'll assign max to array 1 and min to array 0. So up till here we have defined the first and second element of our array, which will be max and which will be min. Now we'll be loop through rest of the array, that is, we'll put a for loop which will start from int I equals to 2, I is less than n, I plus plus. If array of I is less than minimum, then minimum value would be array of I. And if the array of I is greater than max, in that case our max value will be the element. And then finally we'll be printing out the max and minimum values. And also we have to put the space between every two answers, so we'll be giving a space, and after each test case we have to leave a line, so handle for that. I guess that's it. Let's compile and run it. So our output is correct. Now let's try to submit it. Okay, so the code is running absolutely fine. So we have seen that how can we do this problem. That was the problem number 2. Thanks for watching.